take projection.
Welcome everybody to Taking On Sports. I am TD. That is Greg. Greg, buddy, we survived another one. God damn.
Survived another one. Blood pressure up a lot. Man, it feels good. 6 in a row. 6 in a row. Fear the fingers. That what they told us, right?
Fear the finger. Yep. Throw them up. Man, we hoped and prayed and wished for just a normal game. Just something where, by like 10 minutes left, we were okay and we could just sit back and relax.
Absolutely.
We didn't get it.
No, of course not. We had to have drama.
Had to have drama. Had to have another play that we'll find a nickname for. Another just heart attack. Up 17-0. Feeling good, but always Alabama fans know better, especially guys of our age that, went to school or of that age during the Auburn's on 6-game winning streak in the 2000s.
We just never take that shit for granted.
Yeah.
Right.
As great as we were in the Saban years, never take it for granted that this game, particularly in Jordan-Hare, is ever just going to be like any other game.
Yeah.
But so it's up 17-0. Of course, Auburn comes back, 20-20 tie. Fourth quarter, Alabama gets the ball, like 10 minutes left, 11 minutes left, and of course we hold that. That is a Kalen DeBoer, Ryan Grubb offense staple. We are going to hold that ball. We are going to control the clock. It's funny for, everybody talks about, is the offense, we're going to sling it around. But you know what? He still believes in clock control, just as like Nick Saban did, just as any good Alabama football team. Drive down, stall out, 4th and 2, come out 5 wide. Did you think that we were going to snap it, or did you think we were going to trying to draw them offside?
I thought I was pretty confident we were going to snap it because I don't think we would have wasted time if we were just kicking a field goal. I think he knew. I think he knew exactly. I mean, he looked pretty relieved that it worked, but I think the whole time it felt like, man, we're going to go with this. Because after the game, he said he believed in the defense. So I mean, they held up pretty good. I mean, they had 98 yards to go, pretty much, and so all on the line, and perfect throw. Horton just open again, third hat trick.
Yeah, Fowler called it the hat trick. No, I'm with you. I kind of knew, once the field goal team didn't immediately come on. And, Fowler and Herbstreit were questioning it on the broadcast, and I was like, he's going. I thought maybe we might call a timeout and just see where
they come out at.
Yeah, see what they come out just kind of get a read, do the basketball timeout, as they call it, just see how they're looking, come back. Yeah. But we got it off, pocket held, almost to the point where I was just like, if it had been a beat longer, I probably would have been yelling for Ty to run it. Just try to run it. But
it took a while to develop. And that seemed to be a lot of our plays where it's slow developing, and I was like, oh my God.
But they only rushed 3, and they dropped 8 in the coverage, which I don't. Everybody's a different school of thought, but I don't mind that there because you're dropping 8 in the coverage in a small, tight area. So that's. You really crowded up, but the play design worked really well. Everything cleared out the middle of the field. Like I said, the pocket held. Good job by the line, and good job by Horton to hold on to it. Good job by Ty Simpson to get it in there. On a game, he wasn't his best again, but like we said, this game it's so hard to read things from this game because it's just always so weird. I mean. Look, 4 years ago now, 21, when Bryce Young had to lead that drive and everyone going to play Georgia again, going to play Georgia, everyone just assumed Georgia was going to eat us up. Well, look how they did in that Iron Bowl, and it's like, man, you can't ever take the Iron Bowl. Yeah.
The Iron Bowl is the Iron Bowl. And that's why it's considered one of the greatest rivalries because records don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's out the window. No matter how well you've done, how bad you've done, that game is different.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it ourselves. I mean, even though we lost in 04, there was no reason why that team was able to take Cadillac and them to the damn last couple of moments. There
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
was no reason that we
N-
should have been hanging with them like that.
no, for sure. Yeah. Oh man,
Just like,
that was just a nasty day. That was the rain, and it was just yeah. And
but I mean, we took them to the. I mean, they were shook. I mean, if we had any type of offense that day, we win.
I bet say I remember. I guess that would have been a Spencer Pennington
Yeah.
game, and he hit. Was it pro throw or little some flea flicker action here from Denver that results in a incomplete pass. Yeah, was it? I can't remember if it was he hit pro throw or Chandris Luke or somebody on like a post deep. They made a diving catch in the rain. I just remember, yeah, I was hyped in. But anyway,
Yeah, just that game. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't.
it doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense when we lost in 02 and we were clearly the better team. Auburn was down to a third string running back, unranked, not having a good year, and they come out and just really control the game. Of course, it made sense afterwards when we learned about Dennis Francione. But yeah,
and like other times. I mean, 21. I mean, they were terrible. There was no reason Bryce and them should have had that much of a struggle down there
no,
that day.
no, absolutely not. Yeah, it's always
Or
crazy.
even 2 years ago with the grave digger. I mean,
Hmm.
there's no way we should have a 4th and 31 situation to even start with.
No, yeah,
And
and
I
it's
did think it
just
was funny as well that Kalen DeBoer, when they asked about it, he said, "Well, I figured it was 29 yards shorter than the last time, so we had a pretty good opportunity."
yeah. What did he say? We like the percentage better, or the odds better.
Yeah.
That's a great answer, man. That is a great answer. It's also the second that was my favorite. The second favorite thing about that was old Papa Wood. He gets heated during games, and we text, of course, and he's not the biggest DeBoer fan. I'll say that, but he texted after that, and all he said was, "Well, he's got balls the size of watermelons. I'll give him that."
That's funny. That's funny.
And yeah, man, yeah, and that's exactly what you say in that case. Is for the board to make that call to be like, yeah, no, I trust my offense, I trust my defense. Let's go win this game, man. And then of course, got to give it up to the defense. They let Auburn move it for a little bit, very slowly. Weird clock management by DJ Durkin there. They had 3 timeouts and used none of them.
Yeah.
But
They were rolling, man. They got down to
it was inside the
almost
40, inside the 30 maybe, where
they're
that,
getting close to the red zone.
yeah, getting close.
Yeah.
And Cam Coleman called a little screen, took it about 5, 6, 7 yards, and just a great play. Bray Hubbard, Justin Jefferson, forced, double hit. Bray Hubbard really, he's the one that really knocked it out. Justin Jefferson was there too to help. And then Deontay Lawson.
He's had a lot of good stuff this year. He's done a lot of good moments.
Yeah, and then Deontay Lawson right there on top of it, chasing after the play, hustling like a leader should on that defensive side of the ball, and right there to fall on it. Made the smart play too to fall on it, because our freshman Brooks, man, he had a couple freshman moments this game, and one of them was on that punt after. So Alabama gets the ball. Auburn forces 3 and out. Of course, Alabama very conservative, just choosing to force them to use their timeouts.
Dude, I would like, can we just throw a little pass?
The little Georgia flat route. Yeah,
I was just like, man, we're not getting the first down off them running right now.
I at least on that, I think it was 3rd down. They just ran tie around the right side, just like a power run.
They got hot. he got hit hard as hell. They slammed the shit out of Ty off that. I was like, my
He
goodness.
did. I was thinking I didn't mind just running there. I do agree with you that sometimes, like, man, like, can we not just try to get the first down and end it? But I also get just wanting to force them to use their last time out there. I would have liked to see that as like a direct snap to Daniel Hill or something like that right there, though. Especially a big dude. He always gets an extra 2-3 yards after taking contact. So if you could
Suppose.
get him some momentum, because, with the Ty got, a few yards on that play. And
He got about 4 or 5
if you
off
have
that.
Daniel Hill running that, maybe a little better vision as a running back,
Right.
then maybe find a different hole, or just, he's gonna fall forward when and so maybe you just get that. Anyway, on the punt, muffed it, and we had
Oh
a
my God.
couple chances to recover,
We
and
had about 3 or 4 chances.
it's usual ball just popping around, guys trying to dive on it, but then Brooks has a clear shot as day to pick,
Right.
and he tries to scoop and score, and that's just a freshman not being aware of the situation. You can't advance the ball on a muff,
Right.
so he was trying to scoop and score and just scooped it right on out of bounds. Just
Oh,
instead of just falling on it, using your hands like a receiver
oh,
right there. Your receiver just fall on it, cover it up,
yeah.
and that's a ball game. But so Auburn got a couple plays, but never really threatened to even throw a Hail Mary. Honestly, they never even got the chance. But yeah, another damn just heart attack.
Drama field. A lot of drama. A lot of
Yeah, it was
but
an
yeah,
Iron Bowl, man. Chippy at times, and
yeah.
yeah,
But but, but I did like even when offense kind of stalled out, man. What I've liked recently though, even when things aren't necessarily going well, the energy doesn't drop,
no,
and I
yeah,
like the energy's been there. Sometimes last year the energy when things weren't going right, everybody's kind of well. Never since really haven't sensed that much since Tallahassee.
yeah, and that's a that's
They,
that's a great sign because it tells you the team is really buying into what the coaches are preaching.
because they Ty didn't have his best night, but they believed in him. He obviously believes in the team, and he came through in the clutch. But he just never had a sense of they were down or felt sorry for themselves or anything. Yeah. So I like it. I also like that the grub has come down to the field. I always like the
Yeah,
OC on the field
yeah,
just because you get a better sense of how the team, exactly how everybody's doing. You can have anybody in the, anybody up in the booth, scouting from above. But
yeah,
I think it's they have the OC down there just to get an actual sense of, how's everybody feeling. It gives you a better idea exactly what you think you could run or if they feel confident, connecting with. So I like that.
yeah. No, yeah, I agree. I like getting the feel, being right there in it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, about Grubb, I thought overall a good game. And well, actually, real first, Simpson, definitely like we said, didn't have his best game, missed a couple throws. Man, his deep ball has been a problem all year.
That's
But he also, we got to give him credit. He made a couple throws, man. That first
yeah,
touchdown, just blitz in his face. It looks like one of those, oh no, what are you doing throws, but perfect.
perfect.
Back of the end
I'm
zone.
sorry.
Great catch by Horton.
Morgan, that's what we brought that man in for. Hadn't had the biggest season, but he showed last night.
Yeah. And then I like that we used Ty's legs more, a couple designed runs. Great call on the zone read down in the red zone that was called back for a hold.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah,
man,
beautiful. Yeah.
yeah, it was perfect, and then the perfect timing too. And I had been saying all week to my friends and family, I'm like, Ty's got legs. We need to use them more. He needs to use them more in scrambling, and he did tonight. He a couple times when he realized that it wasn't there, and he just used his legs to get a few yards what we needed.
But what's the name was scared. That 31 when it took forever to get running.
Oh man,
Stumbling by. Oh my goodness.
oh man.
Just
So
go.
we got friend of the take, Pat Barfield, his wife Erin. a good friend, and he texted us that she said after that play, she was just like, "Oh, he's just getting his steps in." But yeah, man, I was
I'm like, come on,
the kid.
go! What are we doing?
Yeah, the kid had fell asleep by then, so I was, trying. I was doing my quiet yelling, and man, I couldn't help it when I was just like, forward, forward. I was like, north, south, north, south. What are we doing here, man? It was like he was on the edge of a building, man. But he went throws. But Grubb, there are a couple. The only I overall have obviously loved what he's done this year. I think it's much better than last year. I see the vision in the offense. Of course, we all sometimes question it. We wish we could run the ball better, but that could be just a player thing. It's not like we're not trying. But he does have three things a game that bother me. And the first is at some point, and a lot of offense coordinators would get to this, but he would just get cute, a little too cute, trying to do and kind of kill some momentum. And he did it last night, late in the second quarter. We're up, I think, 17-3 at that point. We have a chance to go 24-3, like really put our foot on them. And we do that. I guess it was going to be a reverse pass or something like that, a throwback. And we barely get it off, but it just kind of set us back. And then the second down, sack or whatever happened, I can't remember after that, but it ended up 3rd and long, and we just ended up giving them the ball back so they could kick another field goal before half. And it was just like, man, like we were running on them. The running game looked great in the first half before, Jam got injured.
But he was running hard. He was running with a determination.
He was. It's like he's been reading, things online or listening, but he was like, hey.
He was hot, whatever it was.
It
was going.
And I hate to see him go down with injury during, after that comeback game.
I don't know how serious it is, but
yeah, hopefully not at all.
Anytime you come back and crutch, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, seeing him go to the locker room in crutches was not good. But yeah, I just didn't like that. I didn't think that was the spot for it. It's one thing if that's like, to me, I'm like, hey, that's like the first play out of half. Like when we first get the ball in the second half, I'm like, that's when you run that, something like that. Yeah. But and then he will at other periods and times of games, it seems like we go into this, like especially in the second half, he gets a little too conservative. We talked about that before, but he kind of does like a run pass where we'll run like straight up into the middle of the line twice. It won't get us much, and we'll end up with a 3rd and long, so we know we got to pass, and the defense is all over it, and it feels like we just give away a couple possessions every game doing that when we could do better. And then the third, and this is something that came up last night, when teams send their all-out blitz at us, I feel like way too many times I've looked at the replay and seen all the routes, all the receivers, 10-plus yards down the field, and no like hot slants or drags, crossers, anything over the middle. And there's a couple times last night they did it, and they were the middle of the field was just wide open, and nobody, not a defender, nothing. And I'm just like, I don't know if that's on Ty and he's not making the right checks. I don't know if we're checking out of things, or I just don't know if for whatever reason we just don't have that built-in hot route, or just third down play in general. Just have someone stay short at the play design.
Yeah, personally, I would. Yeah, absolutely. I would think Bernard would be perfect for that. But
yeah. And you wonder how much it seems like we're really beat up, too. Bernard, Ryan Williams did not play a lot. No targets, I don't believe, at all last night.
He played a lot of plays.
I think he had about 29 snaps is what.
It was like in 30% of the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no targets. And I don't know. He, on the sideline, I don't know. Because it's hard to read. I mean, he probably just disappointed himself. But I don't know. Honestly, it had to look at someone who's about to transfer.
No, I know. That's never good.
It had that look. Yeah, it had that look like, what am I doing here? But I don't know. I don't know if that was. I don't know what's been going on.
It's hard to think. Yeah, you don't know if he was hurt or in the doghouse or something like that. Maybe
it seemed like he was in a doghouse at times because of some key plays, and their line just went out there. So I don't know what's what's been
Yeah.
going on, honestly.
What you hope, and you never hope a guy's injured, but you hope it is just like a little minor injury that he just is nursing and
Right.
maybe couldn't give us his full, what we need from him. Or maybe it just didn't call the game plan for a lot of downfield shots, or who knows, whatever. But yeah, of course
Weird.
the online chatter is going to be about like the transfer is it blah blah blah. This kid has got like Roll Tide tattoos and stuff, man. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's not in the cards because he could be the
Oh,
man next year.
yeah, because this offense is always progressing. They're bringing in their people.
Mm-hmm.
The best fits it. Right, we're just seeing right now just a portion of
Mm-hmm.
what it's going to turn into.
Exactly. But yeah, man, and that's just another Iron Bowl survived.
Yeah, another Iron Bowl survived, but now Georgia again.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and that's what, man. Man, not necessarily scared of Georgia. Never scared of any team.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I would have just preferred to play A&M simply because it's their first time going against them.
Mm-hmm.
They, it's hard to beat any team twice in a season, much
Mm-hmm.
less Georgia.
Yep.
Not that we can't, but it's just like,
It's just
man,
hard.
why
Yeah, it's just you just don't want to
hard to do it?
have to do it
Or
anymore
you,
any more than if it was the other way around and Georgia beating us and they'd see us again, then they would have been like, damn man, come on, like can we get anybody else?
right?
Um,
Yeah, yeah, you, not the ideal way to go,
mm-mm.
but it is what it is. I mean, that's what we. I mean, that's what you come to expect. Alabama, Georgia, and the SEC championship games happen
Mm-hmm.
quite a bit over the last what 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been a staple. So we have to do that. Now, my biggest thing with that is the only thing I worry about is if we were happen to lose that game, get that third loss. There's so many teams with two losses that
Mm-hmm.
aren't playing on Sunday. How bad does losing the championship game if it's super close hurt us?
Yeah,
I mean, are we
that's certainly.
water or
Yeah, that's going to be the discussion this week is, does, last year they did not punish teams for losing in the conference title.
Well, it was a little different because
Mm-hmm.
that was only getting people their first or second loss on the year.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, because going into that ACC championship game, SMU only had the one loss,
Mm-hmm.
so that only got them to their second loss after they lost to Clemson because they had lost to who had they lost to?
BYU, right?
Yeah,
It was
BYU is
before we knew BYU was good last year.
yeah,
They
absolutely.
it's kind of a surprise win.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, that was so that's the only difference because it didn't hurt them last year, but they also were just getting their second loss, which is but other teams were. There's a lot of good teams with only two losses right now that are on kind of on the outside, so adds a little drama to it.
Yeah,
But
you wonder if those teams behind us might not be. You just wonder what those teams not in conference title games can do to move up.
I mean, they can't do anything.
Right.
It's not so much what they can do, but it's what. But the other thing too is, of course, Georgia wants revenge.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Georgia's in, I think, no matter what, because they had the one loss. Obviously, they lose to us in another tight game.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna kick them out the playoff because the
Mm-hmm.
two-loss Georgia team is getting in the playoff. So I don't know, but that's my only concern. Should we happen to lose a close one, does that eliminate us from the playoff?
Yeah. But
So,
that's for
but
the
who
committee
cares?
to
I mean,
decide. Yeah, that's
you
and
know,
it's again
yeah,
that's
we gotta
another.
come out. We gotta just come out and play our game. I mean, obviously, we know we can beat Georgia's.
Mm-hmm.
10 of the last 11, 9 and 10. So I mean, it's not, but it's always tough to beat Kirby twice in a year. Hell, it's hard to beat him once in a year.
Yeah. especially
So
a team that's been really on a roll lately and just getting
yeah, they've been
better
playing
and
some
better.
good
Yeah.
football, right? So it'll be interesting. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to come ready to go. But yeah, main thing we just got to come out playing. Can't play scared. Can't play timid. To trying not to lose. We just got to come out and just play Bama ball
Hmm.
and let the chips fall where they may at this point. You know.
Absolutely. Elsewhere around the country, rivalry week, pretty much a lot of by the book. Not yeah,
Not a lot of drama.
no, not a lot of drama, not a lot of huge surprises really. A hot,
Outside that late night
yeah,
ACC game.
yeah, a little
Oh,
late
no shot.
night, yeah. But Ohio State finally got the better of Michigan and handled them pretty easily. Um,
Probably what they should have done last year as well.
yeah, exactly. In the big house, no less. So,
Yeah,
I,
in the snow.
yeah,
So, but that was
Georgia
big.
started out hot. Georgia, early pick, but had to
Yeah.
settle for field goals early. And if they had been able to
Yeah,
get some
Georgia.
touchdowns, that maybe that game goes a little
Yeah,
different.
but,
Yeah,
but that's kind of how that game's turned into the last couple of years. I mean,
yeah.
Georgia Tech always hanging around, and then they just, yeah, just came up a little short there. But kudos to
But,
Georgia Tech because I mean that has to be tough.
yeah.
You've pretty much you've been eliminated from the ACC championship game.
Hmm.
You're just playing for pride more than anything, and yet they gave Georgia, as much as they can handle.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Yeah. Texas handed Texas A&M their first loss.
And
And
how, like, I get it, like, it's not that big of a thing as far as they're still in the playoff and everything. But if you're an A&M fan, you got to be fucking sick of Texas at this point.
yeah.
I mean, they took your baseball manager.
Hmm.
I mean, they've beaten you twice since coming to the conference you've been part of for a decade that you joined
Hmm.
to get rid of Texas. You're sick of their shit in the Big 12,
Hmm.
and you're back in it with them. You're going for your perfect season, and they ruin your shit.
Well,
Like what?
and you're leaving out too. They had never been to a SEC title game. Texas last year goes in
You
their
know,
first year.
first
Yeah,
year.
beats them in their house in their first game against each other in whatever how many years, and then goes to
And
the SEC title game in their first year. Texas A&M still never. Next year, A&M, or excuse me, Texas preseason #1, big hype. So you're sick of that, and then they fall, and you rise up. You're unbeaten, so you're finally getting your revenge, and then yeah. You go to their house, still can't beat them, and they knock you out of your first SEC title game.
title game
Uh,
and a perfect season.
yeah,
A perfect regular season.
and
Good
and
God.
and now it's fair to start questioning the validity of Texas A&M because they did play their SEC schedule, not their fault, just how the chips fell this year, but they played a lot of the bottom in the SEC, and
They did.
so
They did.
you wonder what's going to happen come playoff time. But we have seen them beat Notre Dame, so
We've seen them beat Notre Dame.
yeah.
I mean, the Aggies are. I think it's just one of those things. It's kind of like it's kind of like the Iron Bowl in a sense. Weird
Hmm.
things have happened in that game over the years. You throw away that record book at times, and then to be truthful, man, Texas is still a good team.
Hmm.
We can't act like Texas is trash. Yes, they didn't live up to the expectation of being number one. But really, I mean, you look at their losses. The Florida loss doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, they lost in Columbus by 7 with Arch Manning in his first start in a row. Could have won, had opportunities to win that
Hmm.
game, and then you lose the Florida game. Still doesn't make sense at all.
No.
And,
Yeah. I just.
and then you lose. I mean, the how you lost to Georgia looks bad, but you lose to Georgia and Athens.
Yeah.
Not the end of the world.
Hmm.
So 2 of the 3 losses not bad at all. Florida loss is what's going to, of course, keep them out of the playoff.
Yeah,
But
and I know, of course, Sark had to do his lobbying, and their fans are doing their
yeah, he
arguing.
had to.
But no,
Well,
you
he,
can't.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
just part of the contract. He knows what's not happening, but
yeah,
he has to do that because you get paid millions of dollars to do that.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, of course. But yeah, I mean, but yeah, if you're an Aggie fan, you got to be sick right now.
Hmm.
Doesn't matter if you're playoff or not. They're almost to how Ohio State fans have felt the last 4 years. Like, when are we ever gonna
Hmm.
get over this little hump? Like, it's the mental gymnastics, boy, it's tough. And Mike Elko was so pissed after the game. He's like, "You see the little thing where he was answering questions?
Yeah, it made him
It's like
shut the
a wrong
door.
door."
It was-
Come on, bro.
I guess they could hear Texas celebrating,
Yeah,
and he was not
yeah,
happy about it.
yeah. It's
Uh,
hilarious.
so, yeah, like you
Hilarious.
said, Aggies got to be sick of the Longhorns at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, let's see elsewhere. So we talked about Georgia, talked about Ohio State. Oklahoma survived LSU, and LSU's
Ugly.
latest ugly, ugly game. LSU had their chances, but a couple big plays
Yeah.
by Oklahoma, and an ugly game. Mateer threw 3 picks, but he also hit 2 big touchdown passes that
That last one, how
oh
wide open was?
a
Oh my
busted
goodness.
coverage. You talk about a busted coverage, man. Just that
Oh
boy.
my goodness.
He had to slow down to catch the ball was underthrown. He had to slow down to catch it, and there still were no defenders in the screen when he
Flipping
caught it.
like 30 yards. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no one around. Oh my
So
goodness.
Oklahoma survives, and they'll be in the playoff. Of course, Bama fans were on the rare occasion they were pulling for LSU and hoping the Tigers could pull an upset and knock Oklahoma out.
They tried.
Yeah.
I mean, they were there, but one thing that the OU has gotten good at is winning ugly. They haven't won
Hmm.
pretty in a long time,
Yeah.
as we know all too well.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see who they get matched up with because I'd like to see them against a high-powered offense. That could be very interesting. Vandy gets their 10th win over Tennessee, pulled away from them too.
Dude, that fourth quarter, they just went nuts.
Yeah, Diego making his Heisman case. Vandy likely
That
not a
man,
playoff team, but a great season
yeah,
nonetheless. And
into
yeah,
at least let that man. I guess at this point, since there's really no guaranteed favorites, let that man just go to New York just to go to New York.
hmm
I don't know if he has a chance of winning, but really, I don't even have a good feel of who is the. Well, I guess the front runner is what Mendoza, Indiana, right now, or
I believe so. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, I have no idea.
I mean, there's been good performances, but there hasn't been like an elite. Like, last year we knew it was going to be Ashton Genty, and we knew it was going to be,
Jaden
uh,
Daniels,
yeah, like
the year
like there's certain
before,
people.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of people that are above the rest. Like they just had super special seasons, and there's been good seasons, but nothing has been just elite level top.
hmm
Even last year, I mean, we had Genty running for a boatload of yards. I mean, we had Travis Hunter doing crazy things on both sides of the.
hmm
I mean, on both sides of the ball there. But yeah, there's been great, but nothing spectacular.
hmm
So honestly, I would think it's wide open as far as who wins the Heisman because I don't see anybody that really stands out above anybody else per se.
No, yeah, agreed. And then you mentioned earlier a little late night danger out in Berkeley. Cal, fresh off a fire,
um,
and Justin Wilcox
yeah,
upset SMU, cost SMU a trip to the ACC title game. We'll get to that in a second. It's just too funny. Um, but yeah, that's probably the most consequential upset
a
of the
whole
weekend.
weekend,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
I mean, this is a team that had just got blasted by Stanford, which lost the
Mhm,
reason why they lost their coach, why he was fired. You would think, man, most teams are probably shipping it up. Who gives a damn?
mhm.
Season's over. It is what it is.
SMU has been playing good ball.
Man, they've been playing great ball since that weird loss to Wake. They had
Mhm,
really, the 13-12 game or whatever. with no touchdowns, or how it was just a strange game. And then they beat Miami, and then since then they've been kicking ass. I mean, they've been whooping people left and right. And you think, man, of course, there's always that talk. You're going out west, it's different. Sometimes you start off slow because of that travel. And the game's going on at the same time as ours. So of course I never change the channel or even
Mm-mm.
look at anything else when I'm watching our game. That's
No.
a rule. I don't care if it's FCS. I don't, that game. I don't care what game it is. We're up
Mm-hmm.
one, we're down 10. I never turn. Bama's the only thing that's on.
Mm-hmm.
But you keep seeing the scoreboard, and I'm like, Cal's kicking their ass.
Yeah,
And you see,
right.
and then I'm like, okay, that's weird.
Then
And you
SMU
see
came
SMU
back. Yeah.
flipping back a little bit, and you're thinking, man, okay. And then, after our game, we're able to flip over to watch the last little drive there, and you see SMU going up the field. You're thinking probably going to get the field goal.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I would have. I thought they had enough time to at least try one more play because
Mm.
52 in the rain is sketchy.
Yeah.
College kids, I'm not putting a 52 with the season on the line
No.
in that
Yeah.
situation. It's raining. It seemed like it was raining a little bit there. I'm not doing it, but that's what it came down to. And little off on the kick, and man, Cal pulled off the big upset there. They were hyped. There wasn't a lot of fans there, but those that were there, they were
Oh
hyped.
yeah. Yeah, nearly crushing the reporter
Yeah,
in that interview. But yeah, so like I said, that was pretty much it. Elsewhere, fairly quiet rivalry weekend.
and the Virginia handled their business.
Yeah, Virginia handled
I
their
mean,
business.
the one ACC team that's kind of held strong throughout all this craziness.
Yeah,
Every
right.
week it's
Mm-hmm.
someone. Is Georgia Tech is their team, and then they take some L's, and
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Miami handled Pitt.
yeah.
They saw what Pitt did to Georgia Tech, and they're like, "Nah, no, thank you. We're just
Yeah.
gonna beat shit out you."
They keep their hopes alive. And honestly, at this point, I kind of would have looked at whether exactly the ACC breakdown of what the tiebreakers are, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how we got where we got.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do record wise, but is the conference has to be sick right now that they have a possibility of Duke being the
It's
conference champion.
yeah, man. And Miami, they did have a couple their losses, but Duke, they're getting in. Um,
Seven, what are they? 7-5 on the season.
8-4, I thought, but
Are they 8-4? Okay.
I could be wrong. Let's see. But yeah, we'll actually have two true ACC teams in the ACC title, Virginia and
Yeah.
Duke. Probably be better as a basketball, as the title game of the ACC tournament. But no, yeah, you're right, 7-5. Um,
Oof.
so
I
yeah,
mean, kudos to them. I mean, they figure out how to win enough ACC games.
hmm
They've had some tough losses. I mean, a couple weeks ago they lost to UConn. I mean, UConn's turned it around a little bit. Jamora
hmm
Jr. had it going, but man, you can't lose that type of game like that.
no,
I
but
mean, they got blasted by Illinois, lost to Tulane.
hmm
I mean, they've already gotten blasted by this Virginia team. They lost by 20 to them.
yeah, but before that, before we get to title week, uh,
Yeah.
most of the drama this weekend came from the
Oh,
coaching
Lane
carousel.
Kiffin.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin won the Egg Bowl, easy win, third straight for the Rebels. But the whole time it was, when is Lane going to announce? And at first it was supposed to be Friday, and then it moved to Saturday, and then it moved to he's having discussions with the AD or the chancellor, and there's rumors, and it's like, oh, is he going to change his mind last minute? Oh, no, people were pretty confident it's LSU. But he
Yeah.
just, oh, he's going to have a team meeting in the morning. Oh, that meeting is moved to later in the day. And you're just wondering, like, all right, what's going on? And Lane Kiffin is officially going to LSU. It sounded
It's
ugly.
kind of
He
ugly.
it got very
Someone being
ugly.
toxic. house. They wanted to go to
Yeah.
his house.
As all of his exits do, except for Florida Atlantic. That's about the only job that seems that he didn't leave
Weird
without burning a
situation.
bridge or in some weird situation.
I mean, we saw how he left Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
We saw he got fired on the tarmac
USC.
in USC. I mean, he burned his bridge in Alabama with the after the
Yeah.
he threw
Bef-
fought a pretty bad semifinal game against Washington, and he was out after that.
yeah. Yeah. Before the
And then
title game. Yeah.
Florida Atlantic. I mean, obviously, Florida Atlantic. You would think you could coach at Alabama and still be able to go to Florida Atlantic, no problem. But
Mm-hmm.
obviously, it was something caused issues there. And then, of course, Florida Atlantic. I don't think any drama really happened at that
No,
point.
yeah. I mean, it was
Forward.
obvious. You take you take the Ole Miss job from there because
Yeah, of but I
nope.
mean, I don't think
Yeah.
I don't know of any drama that happened or that there was any.
No.
I guess really when you're going from that to Ole Miss, there's really no mystery.
Yeah.
um, I mean, you're going to the SEC. There's really no mystery about what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But man, in this situation, and I get it, like you're always doing what's best. Everybody in this day and age does what's best for them, and obviously, hopefully, what this does overall is it leads to a big overhaul of the scheduling of how things go down.
Mm-hmm. No.
Because they got to change the window. Some, with the recruiting, the portal, everything has to get changed a little bit
Mm-hmm.
because the only people that are screwed in this whole situation is Ole Miss. The team that just went 11-1 are now without a coach. Well, they have a coach.
They do, yeah.
But
Yeah, no, you feel bad for the players and all this. You feel bad for the fans.
especially the fans.
Yeah.
I mean, these people, great fans, great fan base. I mean, you just went 11-1,
Mm-hmm.
and your coach just went to one of your biggest rivals
Mm-hmm.
after you just had the greatest season in Ole Miss history.
And after, the higher ups at your university have said that they will match money.
Whatever.
And so
So it's not a.
yeah.
And you can say what you want. I get the recruiting aspect because a lot of what Lane did was in the transfer portal, and I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that's gotta hurt as an Ole Miss fan.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
man put you guys on the map.
Mm-hmm.
3 plus win seasons in a row, unmatched in Ole Miss history.
Mm-hmm.
Probably your greatest coach, and yeah, you hate that man like no other because of how he left.
Yeah, no, it's ugly into the thing. And we've talked about, we talked about how we wouldn't do it. The situation at LSU's messy, and if it's about, wanting, I mean, they could win a title. There's no reason they couldn't get on a heater in this playoff. Yeah.
You can win a title with Ole Miss right now.
If it's about ego or whatever, I guess at the end of the day, it's just about the bigger name of LSU football.
LSU.
Yeah, the bigger brand. But man,
But my thing is,
if you're Lane Kiffin, you could have a statue built. That's just what I want to finish. Like you stayed Ole Miss, win a couple of SEC titles, which you would have eventually. You figure.
you think. And then in this day and age, you don't even have to win the SEC title.
I bet say they'd be a perennial playoff team.
Absolutely. You go 10-2 in the SEC, 11-1, you're in the playoff.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to get an expansion sooner than later, so that even more gives you opportunities to make the playoff, maybe even with the third loss.
Yeah.
And not only that, if you were to ever win a national title at Ole Miss,
Mm-hmm.
you're a fucking legend.
Mm-hmm.
It's like no other.
Like I said, statue.
Like
he would have a statue outside of the. It'd be
you don't have to pay for anything for the rest of your. He probably already didn't, but you don't have to pay for anything in the state of Mississippi outside of Starkville. like Like it's crazy. Like I other than the recruiting aspect, because obviously Louisiana is amazing. Right now, there's nothing in my mind that would make me want to leave Ole Miss right now. Because you've proven you can make the playoff at Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
And once you're in the playoff, anything can happen. You have enough talent to hang with anybody. You have one of the best running backs in America.
Mm-hmm.
Your quarterback is an amazing story. You have a man coming up from Division Two. The offense have worked amazing with him as your quarterback. I mean, this is like storybook stuff, and you threw it all away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just like that.
And yeah, for no guarantee, because if guess what, I mean, and for heavier expectations, because now, I mean,
Now they expect national titles at LSU. They expect the SEC championship game appearance.
I'm about to say
They
if
expect you to beat Bama. They expect you to don't be in 3 or 4 years. If you pull Brian Kelly, you win 70% of your games, but you don't beat Bama in your last 3 times, and you don't make an SEC championship game. See you, Lane. We're sick of your shit.
I'm about to say if he doesn't, make a SEC title game, if he misses the playoffs, his first 2 years, he's going to enter year 3 on the hot seat.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he's got to go in. So you know, and then
Oh,
in all of this too, he had a good redemption story in Oxford. Got sober, got back with his ex-wife, family there. The dog stuff with his dog and the Twitter and
it
Instagram and all. Yeah,
seemed like everything was in a perfect situation.
yeah. And now you go into that
Well,
hotbed that is Baton Rouge.
Lane seems like the type of dude that purposely messes up his shit just because he's
Yeah, it's something.
uncomfortable with comfortable.
Yeah, it's like Ricky Bobby's dad in Talladega
Yeah,
Nights. Just like, oh no, it's
just
too perfect. I got to get thrown out the
yeah,
Applebee's.
yeah.
So that of course then starts the chain effect, and Ole
Oh
Miss
my god.
announces not only is Pete Golding taking over as interim coach, he is officially the new head coach at the
And is
University of
that
Mississippi.
I don't know. That seemed like a kind of a
It
crazy.
could be an emotional hire. Of course, us Bama fans, he did lead a national title winning defense technically in 2020, but we all know the
He
offense
did.
was the star of that show.
Right.
But a very frustrating guy at times. Ole Miss fans have gotten their taste of that. But yeah,
Yeah.
Ole Miss leadership. I guess you would
All
hope that.
good with
Yeah, so say you would hope that they've been doing their
homework.
homework. Yeah, about who they wanted to replace Lane if it came down to it, and
Yeah.
so obviously they feel good about old Pete. Pete's going to get his first head coaching job, right?
Yeah.
At least at
First
this
time.
big level.
I don't think he's ever been a head coach that I know of.
So we'll see how that works out for them. Elsewhere, then of course that started earlier in the week. It was kind of reported that Florida had moved away from Lane because they got the sense that he didn't want to come there. They end up with a guy that a lot of people thought might be going to
Auburn.
Auburn, and then the reports come out of how he soured on the Auburn job late in the week because there were certain things about it that he had heard from other people there that he just made him not want to take that job.
Yeah.
And so he ends up in Florida. Auburn then turns to South Florida and Alex Galesh, which
Well, I thought I was going to Arkansas.
yeah, who a lot of people thought was going to Arkansas. And then he kind of backed away from them, I guess, because he realized he could get a step up job. I think Golish is a good hire for Auburn. Of course,
I
you never know with the
I
jump up, but it's
I
their
think
style
it's
of offense. Yeah.
no. The only thing that's fun. Now, I think Gales was a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing that I think is funny about that hire,
Mm-hmm.
what is he known for?
Almost
He
beating
beat
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah.
He beat Alabama as the offense coordinator at Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
and scared the shit out of him twice at South Florida. And look where he ends up.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. I think it's
It's
funny as shit.
yeah. Even if it's not the reason, even if it secretly is, if anybody involved with that hire comes out and says that, man, yeah, you just
I mean, that'll never get said, but
yeah.
what because honestly, what is his big win? He beat Boise State to start this year, which kind of
Yeah, they beat Florida, but we all saw what Florida became.
right got smashed by Miami.
Mhm.
Had a was the front runner for the conference and kind of still a good team, but lost to did they lose? Was it
Memphis.
Navy?
They
Memphis,
lost to
yeah.
Memphis, and then
After
yeah,
after Memphis lost to UAB,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a decent hire, but as a Bama fan, you look at it and you're like, what was the real reason you were brought in? And that's the funny thing that I get from it.
No, yeah, and that's well, and even that's just giving Alabama fans ammunition for the argument now. Is that yeah, it's always never beating the allegations, as they
Yeah.
say. So
So
Arkansas then turned. We just mentioned Memphis. They took their coach Ryan Silverfield is now in Fayetteville.
yeah, I heard there were quite a few Arkansas fans that were not happy with the hire. I saw reports that they were protesting the hire.
Oh,
Oh no!
that is
I,
interesting.
I, I don't know how true. I just saw it on X, so
He's a good coach,
who
solid
knows?
Memphis program, but another one that you're like, he's not winning conference titles in the American at
No,
Memphis, and so you do wonder, you're like, is that just a matter of circumstance, or is that something that we should be concerned about?
right.
So
He's a good.
yeah,
I mean, he's a good coach, but yeah, you leave them. If anything, you feel bad for the American Conference because they just got ravaged.
oh yeah, we'll get to the open jobs in a second, but yeah,
And
so
there's other coaches gone too.
yeah, about to say, so then we North Texas, a team that's going to be in the title game.
He's going to Oklahoma State,
Yeah,
right?
he's going to Oklahoma State. So now you have two teams in the American Conference game that are losing their
Without a
coaches.
coach.
Um,
Yeah.
you
Who's
got,
probably taking everybody with them.
and then you got some other interesting ones. Going back to Arkansas, just real quick. I know Alabama fans are happy with that because Kane Womack was a name to come up in that Arkansas
Yeah.
search. So you're glad that
Yeah.
I
It's funny as up and down. Sometimes people felt about Kane Womack.
mhm.
I was relieved that he's coming. That he didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it appears anyway. You wouldn't think because he left a head coaching job at South Alabama that he would take then a smaller head coaching job like one of these mid majors or whatever. But you
Because
never know.
obviously,
But
yeah, you never know. But yeah, I mean, obviously, you had a reason why you left the mid major. There was
yeah,
solid to come to Alabama. I mean, obviously, you're not looking to step down
hmm
to it back to that level again. But
yeah.
you never know. But yeah, so it was good with that. But
Uh,
man,
we did lose one coach, our wide receiver coach, Jamarcus
yeah,
Shepard, also associate head coach. He is Oregon State hired him, so he's going back to the West Coast. He had been out there on
yeah,
Kalen DeBoer's staff out in Washington. So
good, good for him with that. I
hmm
mean,
yeah, we'll
tough.
see.
I think
So
it's
that's
tough.
yeah, tough loss. We'll see what happens in the off season with his hiring his replacement.
But yeah, the other thing, I think it's a tough job for him to go to. I
Oh
mean, you have
yeah,
a team in a power conference. I mean, just it's hard enough getting people to Oregon State.
hmm
But kudos to him though. He's done a hell of a job at Bama with recruiting and everything he's brought us. Since he's come to Tuscaloosa, so can't knock it. He's done a hell of a job. Deserves a job, but man, it's a challenge to go
yeah.
to Oregon State.
No, for sure. Elsewhere, a couple hires. Colorado State hired Jim Mora away from UConn. He's done a hell of a job at UConn.
I was think that's kind of weird. I don't think I'm going to Colorado State.
Hey, I don't know. That's weird. Colorado State is in a it's a good mid-major program. They've had periods where they were really
And
good.
they've had history. I mean, they
Yeah.
had a good history for a while, but I don't know if that's where I want to go right now.
They are. Are they one of the schools going to the Pac-12? I honestly don't
They,
know. I don't know.
I think everybody should just be in the Pac-12 if you're.
Michigan State fired Jonathan Smith. Speaking of
Hey,
Oregon State, and then did they hire Pat Fitzgerald? That's all the reporting I've seen. I haven't seen anything official yet.
yeah, don't know if it's official, but it appears that that's in the works, and
Yeah.
that's a sneaky great hire.
Yeah, he did good things at Northwestern. Of course, ended terrible badly because of the or not the allegations, but the findings of some hazing that went on underneath
Yeah.
his watch.
And then it seems like once they did all the, his name was cleared enough that he wasn't exactly involved. So he came out on the better end in that court decision.
Uh,
Maybe that kind of
but
cleared
yeah,
his name up.
yeah. As
But
far as on the field, good hire for Michigan State. Guy
oh yeah,
familiar with the conference, the area, and someone
he
that can
knows it.
hopefully steady that ship because that's a program that had steady success over under Mark D'Antoni for a while and had
He made
one
the
really
playoff.
had one really good year early
But I mean,
this.
he was always solid though. I mean, he was always go. D'Antonio was always at 9-3, 8-4, solid
Hmm.
team that overperform every now and again.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
upset
then
Michigan
had a
every now
bunch.
and again or something. Yeah.
They had the one playoff, of course. We embarrassed them, but hey, it was still a playoff appearance. Um, and then the next coach, I can't even think of his name now, but he had that one successful year in the transfer portal.
Oh yeah, the Kenneth Walker year. Uh,
Yeah,
let's be honest,
you got
Kenneth Walker
Walker.
carried that team. Um,
Oh yeah,
who was that coach? Damn.
and
He got that.
then
He
he
got
had
that $10 million contract or whatever crazy extension after that year, and then nada.
the allegations came, and yeah,
Oh yeah,
ended
that's
his
true. Yeah,
ended his stuff really quick. I can't even think of his name right now. I see his face, can't think of his name.
yeah, I'm totally
Yeah.
blanking. But the other hire this week, Tavita Pritchard to Stanford. I did.
Player, but he played with Andrew Luck there,
Hmm.
coming from well, he's been with the Commanders for a while.
Yeah, he is
Obviously went to
actually. I believe this is his last gig with them tonight. This game
yeah,
going on now. He's the wide receiver coach, right? Quarterback coach.
okay,
Quarterback coach.
quarterback. Yeah.
So that leaves your open jobs. Penn State still, so surprising there.
What are they doing?
I don't know. Of course, there was some rumors popped up early in the week that
DeBoer was going
yeah.
to Penn State.
Well, I never even
If he-
saw that rumor. It was just that he was number one on their search, and then
Yeah,
the
it didn't really pop up at all. If he loses an Iron Bowl, he's gone.
yeah, and that was the
It
story you
really
saw
opened a
popping
whole
up.
other. Yeah, and then that opened up another thing of worms as well. If they lose Iron Bowl, that's what Kiffin's holding out for because he's gonna come to Alabama,
Yeah,
and that started going crazy. And I'm like, that's not happening because
Eh,
obviously Greg Byrne is not gonna deal with this shit.
I'd about say, and that's just and then well, because
I just,
I heard so many different versions of it. One was like if he loses the Iron Bowl, Alabama's gonna fire him, and it's like no, like Greg Byrne is not gonna.
Greg Byrne is a sensible dude.
Yeah, he's not going to sit here and be like, "Oh yeah, let's
He's
fire a coach after two
he's not
seasons
going
and
off.
reset this
Yeah,
clock." No, he's
yeah.
and
He's a
then
sensible guy.
yeah, and then there was a rumor that if he had lost the Iron Bowl, DeBoer was going to leave because he didn't want to face next year on the hot seat. And that man, that look at that fourth down call. That is not a man that backs away from a challenge. Uh,
No. The man came to Alabama to follow Nick Saban up. Obviously, challenge is not something to scare him.
no, so yeah,
So let's just stop the any DeBoer talk. Like,
so yeah,
I get it. We've had our ups and people have had their ups and downs, but overall,
mm-hmm,
the man's been solid. I mean, we're in the SEC championship game in just his second year.
mm-hmm,
And we'll always say last year was a letdown.
mm-hmm,
Same time, there were a lot more gaps and problems
mm-hmm,
than what was led on.
mm-hmm.
And I think overall, considering what was lost, kind of on the eggshells at times trying to keep people there after the goes. I don't think you could ask for too much more,
I mean, yeah,
considering some of the circumstances. Some of that came out later, as fans weren't always aware of the ins and outs. But
mm-hmm,
it was a tougher job than it looked at on paper. Let's
mm-hmm,
just say that.
yeah. Uh,
Question the Oklahoma game,
mm-hmm.
and rightfully so. because we're in the playoff without that. Had we won that, or not lost either three of those games.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what we learned from that is, Vanderbilt was much better than we thought going into that game, as we've seen this entire season. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they're just up and coming. They're just named Vanderbilt. They
Mm-hmm.
really look terrible there for us. But this year, after the Florida State game, he responded as you would hope any good coach would. And we've looked a whole, just a whole different attitude. It's been some up and down still,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, I've been happy with the overall demeanor of the team.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, the effort has definitely been there. Sometimes you wonder why things are closer than what maybe they should have been at times in different games. The OU game and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. We definitely probably should have won, but I think he's done a hell of a job. I mean, he's following the greatest of all time. Um, so I mean, when he's in the SEC championship game, he wins on Saturday. He's into the college football playoff after beating what most people consider the best coach in college football,
Mm-hmm.
Kirby Smart, for the third time in a row. I mean, who beats Kirby three times in a row? Not many.
Yeah.
So I think we need to do. I think most have adjusted and started to accept Kalen, but let's just let this man cook. He's building.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting what he needs, but he's not scared. He's not leaving. He's not going anywhere. Why would he?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, no, ridiculous. And then the other rumor. So you asked, what are they doing? What are they waiting for? Do they? And yeah, it begs the question: do they have a guy that they're waiting on in the college game? Is it a pro game? We've seen Brian Daboll fired by the Giants. We've seen his name all of a sudden kind of pop up. Or are they on option C or D now? Or are they in panic mode and we just don't know it?
I mean, not being, I guess, as it invested as far as the day to day operations in
Mm-hmm.
Happy Valley, like I'm, in Tuscaloosa. I'm following everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe been a plan for a while, and they're just keeping it close to the vest.
Mm-hmm.
Or beat or in complete panic mode, and nothing's worked out as it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see. I imagine that some announcement will be coming sooner than later.
You would
Just
think so,
yeah.
but
But that is by far the biggest job still open,
that's,
obviously.
that's a huge job.
Yeah.
That's a huge job to have open at this point of the thing, considering all these other positions with lesser
Mm-hmm.
um, all being filled.
Yeah. Other open jobs, of course, now Tulane is open, Memphis is open, Cal is open, Coastal Carolina, they fired Coach Tim Beck today. So that is now open. The USF is open, North Texas is open, UAB still open, of course, and UCLA technically still open. We'll see how they handle that. So those are your open jobs as of right now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So a lot of jobs still open.
No, yeah. But let's go to next week now. Championship week. We know our matchups now. A lot of games decided this week.
What? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
What happened? I think we'll talk about it. I know it's going to a 4 game thing of the computer thing. I didn't see what the end result was with all the hirings. What happened with the Mountain
The Mountain
West?
West. Oh, well, we'll get there. Let's start. We'll do this chronologically. Friday, we have 4 title games. We got Conference USA. That'll be Kennesaw State at Jacksonville State. Jacksonville, great comeback win over Western Kentucky to get into the game. The Sun Belt. Troy knocked off Southern Miss to win the Sun Belt West. They will go to James Madison, who has just been tearing through that conference all year. We will get back to James Madison in just a second. The American, as we mentioned, North Texas at Tulane, 2 teams without a coach now. And then the last one on Friday, the Mountain West, ends up being UNLV at Boise State. As Greg mentioned, who was it? San Diego State's a loss to New Mexico, coupled with a win by Boise State, win by UNLV, and who was the fourth team in there? Oh, San Diego State, because they lost. So San Diego State, New Mexico, UNLV, and Boise State in a 4-way tie. All the tiebreakers. It went down to computer metrics to decide the two teams that would win. It ended up being UNLV and Boise, and because Boise won their head-to-head matchup, they do host the Mountain West title game now.
At the Blue Field. Wow.
So yeah,
that's the third for this game, isn't it?
Yeah, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Boise in the title game in the Mountain West. Saturday we get a rematch, BYU and Texas Tech for the Big 12 title. Texas Tech just steamrolled West Virginia, left no doubt. BYU had to come back down early against UCF. They mounted a good comeback and really turned that game around. They will hope things go better this time around. Alabama fans.
That was their third time to come back from 14 down to 14 plus down the season.
And then ended up covering, or at least covered line I had them at 17.5. If you're an Alabama fan, you're rooting for Texas Tech to win, just as a safety net there.
Because honestly, if BYU pulls this off, you kind of have to have both of them in there, because how do you kick Tech out? Tough.
The MAC title game, Miami, Ohio, and Western Michigan will do battle. Western Michigan, they were both kind of win in their end scenarios.
They handle business.
Yeah, and they did. Of course, we know the SEC, Georgia and Alabama, yet again. The only other, obviously, if A&M had won, they'd have been in, and then Ole Miss to get in needed both losses by A&M and Alabama. They got one of them, did not get the other. Yeah.
Close.
Big Ten, we know what happened there too. Ohio State beat Michigan, like we said. Indiana took care of Purdue on what was that, Friday. So we're gonna get number 1, number 2, undefeated. Should be fun.
Should be a fun one.
Yeah, this is the one we've wanted to see since Kirk Cignetti took over Indiana and turned them around. This miraculous turnaround he's had there. Indiana, big win over Oregon earlier in the year at Oregon. So let's see now the biggest spotlight in Indianapolis. And then the headliner, the prime time, underneath the lights from Charlotte, the ACC title, Duke and Virginia. This is particularly fun. First of all, just real quick, now that ABC, ESPN, Disney, whatever, has all these rights, can we please swap around and not have this game be prime time? Can we at least just decide that, like we do every other week? Let's see what the big game's going to be and put that in prime time.
Because guess what?
Yeah.
Those ratings going up against Ohio State and Indiana are going to be trash.
Ooh, man. Talk about ugly. Yeah.
Unless you're a fan of either one of those teams, or you're a YouTube TV customer and watching both because you bucket is football, who's actually purposely turning into that as their sole game? Not many. Not many.
No. That's but so Duke being in this game, we mentioned it earlier, this raises an interesting possibility. I said we'd get back to James Madison. So let me pull up. I should already have it pulled up here, but
that little rule about if
let me pull up the college football playoff rankings. So as we know, the top 5 ranked conference champions get in. Does not matter what conference is. Just the top 5 conference champs with the highest ranking in the college football playoff get in. So we know for sure that the Big Ten champ, the SEC champ, and the Big 12 champ will be in the playoff because of where they are in the rankings right now. We know this, no doubt. 4 and 5 now, getting a little bit trickier because oh, wait, where is the... Sorry, I was looking for this. There you go, CFP rankings. Because as of right now, Virginia, the last poll, of course, this could change. We'll see what Tuesday's ranking bring. But the last set of rankings, Virginia is way down there at 18th. Duke is nowhere near the
Yeah.
rankings, of course, because as we mentioned, they're 7-5. If
After the win.
if Duke wins the ACC title, there's still a chance they won't be ranked. Right now, Tulane, who is in the American title game, is ranked 24th. North Texas probably should get some more love, and maybe they sneak into the rankings this Tuesday. James Madison absolutely deserves some love. Only one loss on the year.
Right.
They could possibly be ranked coming into this Tuesday. Say Tulane and James Madison both have good, comfortable wins in their title games and move up. And say Duke beats Virginia. There is absolutely a chance that the ACC champion does not make this playoff and the ACC gets shut out completely. Because Tulane would take a bid, and then James Madison could potentially steal a bid. And Miami, sitting there on the fringe as an at-large, no more chances to move up now that they've finished their season.
Yeah.
They get pinched out because of the 5 automatic qualifier rule. I think that would be hilarious. I very much want that to happen. I just do not want the team to be pinched out to be Alabama. But just saying, that is absolutely a chance where your playoff is Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia, Texas Tech, Oregon, Ole Miss, Oklahoma. All right, so we got 8 teams right there. Say you got Notre Dame and Alabama as 9 and 10, and then your 2 spots left, you have BYU, who just lost to Texas Tech. Say you have Miami, who did not play a game, has no more chance to move up. And then you have Tulane as a champ and James Madison as a champ and Duke as an ACC champ.
I think they would do it because
Yeah.
no matter what, if you're, because they're going to look at it like this. Chances are Tulane, Duke, they're gonna have the same probably first round exit. So why not shake things up and have James Madison and Tulane or North Texas should they win? Sure. Why not? It's a better story.
Yeah.
You have two underdog teams making the playoff over a 8-5 Duke team. Should they be Virginia? Now, the thing that would annoy me if I'm Miami, even if I'm SMU, or anybody else that has 2 losses in the ACC, as a Virginia's second loss technically is the ACC loss, just happens in the conference game, which allows them to only have the 1 loss. I think that's crazy.
It is.
Was it NC State that lost to?
It was NC State. They played because of scheduling things. It's a non-conference. It's happened a couple times. I think North Carolina and Wake Forest did it last year or something like that.
That's crazy.
It's just another. These conferences are too big. It's ridiculous. You got teams that haven't played each other, so that's why you have these 4-way ties. And these weird scenarios. I look at the SEC. You had A&M. A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss. A&M played exactly 0 of those other 3 teams. Alabama only played Georgia. Georgia did play Alabama and Ole Miss, but that's it. Ole Miss only played Georgia. So it's just dumb. That's stupid. The conferences are too big. We need to go back. We need to bring back the Big East. As much as fun as the Big 12 is, shit, I'd almost bring back the Big 8 and SWC. At the very least, if we keep the Big 12, let's bring back the WAC or something. Let's get rebuild the Pac-12, make the Pac-12 what it should be, the real Pac-12. And it's just ridiculous. These conferences are way too damn big, man.
Way too big, stretching coast to coast. I mean,
just stupid.
It doesn't make sense.
It's stupid. That should be a fun Friday and Saturday of college football, and then the world will wait that 10th Sunday selection show. Yeah, we'll see. Um, uh,
But how does the ACC? What does their what does their I want to. I really didn't look this year. What is their tiebreaker scenario? What does it start with?
I
Because,
could not tell you.
because at no point, like somehow we're coming up with the executive decision that Duke's not in the like
Hmm.
something's got to give there. Like you gotta find a way to at least get Miami in that game.
Hmm.
I get boo some things, and now that SMU game doesn't look as good anymore since they lost to Cal at the end here.
Hmm.
Man, like does at what point, at some point, when does your overall ranking factor into it? I know it does in the SEC. Obviously, it must be way down there as for in the ACC because
Hmm.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, if you're an ACC official, you're not happy right now because
Oh,
I mean, on the one hand, if you're an ACC purist, like I said, this is a true ACC title game. Virginia,
it is.
Duke, been there since the beginning. I
Yeah.
think actually, I think technically Virginia took 1 year before they came into the ACC, but anyway, still, true ACC teams. Like I said, if you saw this on uh, was it Sunday afternoon in Greensboro or something, you'd be
You're
like,
saying,
yeah, you're like, all
oh,
right, hell yeah. But
this is the ACC championship game.
yeah,
Fantastic.
to see it
In
and
March.
yeah, see it in football, a little weird, but yeah,
Yeah, especially
yeah.
since I mean we've already seen Virginia wax them by 20.
Hmm. So yeah,
And not
either,
only that, it was at Duke. It wasn't even it. It wasn't even the game wasn't even in
Charlottesville, yeah.
Charlottesville. It was freaking in Durham.
So yeah, that's interesting.
He got by 17.
So either the ACC is about to be represented by Virginia in the playoff, which nobody could have called that coming. If you said you did, you're a liar.
Right.
Or Duke's going to win and potentially keep the ACC out of the college football playoff
Playoff.
altogether.
That's a nightmare for the conference.
Which after, especially coming just a couple years after the Florida State, getting left out
First
because of
state debacle,
Jordan
yeah,
Travis's
Georgia
injury.
South,
Yeah.
and then that opens up the whole can of worms about,
Hmm.
then they've since halted um, their their things to get out of the conference, Clemson and Florida State.
Hmm.
But then they look at it like this: see, we just proved
Yeah, exactly.
why we want to get out the conference because look at this: the conference champ doesn't even get respect enough to make the playoff.
Yeah. Which, once again, with these automatic qualifier things, I've said it before, say it again. If you're going to have automatic qualifiers, either every conference should get in or none of them. Just
Yep.
either don't do automatic qualifiers and just take the top 12, 16, whatever, how big your playoff's going to be. Take those teams, or have all of your conference. I mean, what they're 9 conferences now. There's going to be, or I guess they're 10 technically. With the Pac-12's only got 2, so there'll be 10 again next year. And the Pac-12 becomes, the Mountain West. Other, that's all it is.
Yeah,
It's
part
so
two.
dumb. Oregon State and Washington State should have just joined the Mountain West. It's just, anyway, but so that would be 10 automatic qualifiers and then 6 at-large spots, and that would be plenty.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
And I
plenty.
moved to six.
Yeah, and then it places a lot more importance on winning your conference.
Yep.
It makes it very critical to win your conference to make sure you get in, and we get the best of the best from the people who didn't win their conference. Like that guarantees
Absolutely.
you're getting. We're not arguing over 3 lost teams in. Then you're arguing over 1 and maybe 2 lost teams.
Yep. Absolutely. Changes that
Yeah.
changes a lot there.
Yeah. And for the people that
But
say
now,
like, yeah, but you would get, some mid-major school, who has a 9-3 record because they lost all their out-of-conference games, but won their
okay,
conference, and I'd say, okay, I don't care. It still means
they
they
won
still won their conference and they did what they were supposed to do. So
still
yeah,
did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yep. Or we just do away. Yeah, like you said, either that or we do away
Automatic
with the
qualifiers altogether. Yeah.
top point, and we just run your top 12, or you move to 16. Your top 16.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, that's probably going to get rid of any chance of a G6 ever
Yeah.
making it again,
Hmm.
and that's a shame. But I mean, I feel like they're going to go that route eventually anyway.
I was about to say, at the very least, it knocks it back to like the BCS days where it's like they have to have a great year.
You have to run the
Yeah,
table and beat everybody ass by 30
yeah,
type
and
of
beat everybody's other mid majors, and maybe have one big conference win in your belt too, to say you're like, oh
or
yeah,
everything just
yeah,
falls into place like it did for Cincinnati that year.
exactly, yeah. And then even then you're just getting the 16 seed and you're facing the one, and it's like, all right, here you go, go get your ass beat.
Right.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know which way I would want it. My thing is, like, people get so pissed off about
hmm,
the non-powered team making the playoff.
hmm,
I think it's fun.
yeah,
Obviously, we're not going to have near the run that you would have in basketball because
hmm,
football is much different. One player just can't go crazy for a weekend, and
yeah.
you have to have more. Every now and again, you're gonna get the upset, and it's gonna be fun, at least for one game.
I'm about
But
to say that would make the upsets even bigger in college football if you had your
absolutely,
Sun Belt champ upset your SEC
yeah,
champ or some shit like that. That would make it monumental, you know.
monumental, even bigger than a 116, I would say,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
just because of the craziness of it. And I don't want the mid major teams to not have an opportunity to play.
Hmm.
I like that, but I feel like they're gonna get kicked out eventually, just because everybody wants to see the, you know, 12 or 16 Power Four teams.
Yeah, and it's and what
Probably a pretty nice team or not.
like you said, it's those little guys that make college football what college football, and um, you don't want to see them get shut out because it doesn't make sense. Then why are they even playing if they have no shot
Uh,
to technically play for a title?
they
And
might as well
B,
go be an FC, they might as well go be an FCS team and go to the playoff.
exactly. And
Honestly,
we also don't want to see it to where it's just, like a 40 team league or something like that. We're not the NFL. We don't want to be the NFL. Like, I love the chaos. I love having 100 some teams, like, technically with a chance
absolutely,
at the beginning. On day one, everybody's 0-0. Technically, everybody's got a chance.
absolutely.
Love that part of it. So, yeah, if they expand, every time they expand this, I'm going to be like, hey, automatic qualifiers, everybody then. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
Like, give me the Mac.
I still
Yeah.
because that still gives opportunity for the Power Four to still get
Hmm.
their team extra teams in.
Yeah,
Just a
exactly.
little tough, but I don't want to see where we're getting to like 8-4 Power Four team and an undefeated Mountain West team not even have an opportunity. I don't want to
Exactly.
see that.
Yeah, that's what we don't want to see. That's dumb. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, let's move. Let's move on NFL. Unless you got anything else in college.
no,
All right.
maybe.
Yeah, let's blow through NFL real quick. I know you're happy. Good big win on Thanksgiving Day for your
Yeah,
Cowboys over the
beautiful.
Chiefs, keeping the boys in the hunt for the playoffs and NFC.
Yeah.
That night, less of a good time for my Ravens.
Oh,
Just
horrible.
horrible game. Lamar is obviously still battling injuries. Don't know what Todd Monken and John Harbaugh were thinking. Why it took until the late third quarter for Derrick Henry to get his 10th carry as the worst rush defense in the NFL. Why we weren't feeding him and Keaton Mitchell all night is beyond me. That is the type of
Yeah.
loss that sets me squarely back, and I'm over John Harbaugh.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm just ready to
Sorry.
see another vision for this franchise. That's it. It's
Right.
just time. Thank you, John, for all
Yeah.
you've done. You brought us the Super Bowl. You've you really haven't done much since. Only one AFC title game since. I'm just tired of seeing.
Ran his course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing Lamar Jackson's career wasted away, and he had a horrible game. But you know what? It's bound to happen at some point. And like I said, it's just as far as the front office goes, they need to address the offensive line this offseason. It is bad. It's a problem, and it needs to be better. and we need to be smarter, and it's a coaching thing. This team was not up for this game. This should have been. I mean, yeah, Joe Burrow came back and he played well, but he didn't. This wasn't one of his. I'm going to throw for 450 yards on the Ravens games.
It was an okay game.
Yeah, he didn't. He 2 touchdowns and less than 300 yards. Good game. Didn't make mistakes. Looked, even scrambled a couple times for, first down here and there. But the game was winnable for the Ravens without 5 turnovers. First times they've done that since I forget what I saw, a long time.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
I saw the date on the game. I forget what the date was.
Lamar 3 turnovers for the first time in like 5 seasons, I think, for him. He's just a rough game all around.
It was. The good thing is the Steelers are.
I was about to say, that said, technically, if the playoffs started today, the Ravens would be the AFC North champion. So the AFC North has decided to be the NFC South this year. Speaking of the NFC South, the Panthers upset the Rams today, and the Panthers are still they're like a game or 2 back of the Bucks and end of a wild card spot. Go Bryce Young, man.
You're welcome, Rams fans. We crowned you guys as the best team in the NFL last week.
Yep. Sorry about that, guys. Yep. Sorry about that, guys. 2 interceptions from Matt Stafford after he broke an NFL record for most touchdowns without an interception, and then
he
probably
had,
for 2 picks.
He had 2 coming into the game, and he threw 2.
Yeah. It was
Great win for the Panthers, though. We're having an amazing season considering everything that no one thought was possible.
Oh, yeah. Great turnaround for Bryce, too. A 4th down play today. Was it like 4th and 3 or something? And he hits McMillan for like a 42-yard touchdown or something like that to take the lead in that one. The Bears, a big win over the Eagles on Friday. Didn't watch any of it because I don't have Prime anymore. But they are now the Bears, after all the other results this week, are now the 1 seed in the NFC.
The 1 seed.
Ben Johnson's first year going great. Don't know how, but they haven't looked great at times, but they've won like 7 of 8 or something.
They're winning games, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. And just we've talked about it's a crazy season. So like I said, they've won like 7 of 8 games or something like that. The one loss in there was to the Ravens without Lamar Jackson. It was the Tyler Huntley led game. It's just that kind of season. And even as we're talking about that right now, Denver's up 3 on Washington, and Washington has the ball. 12 seconds left on the Denver 14. A chance to win this game or at least send it to overtime. A lifeless 3-8 Washington team against Denver, who's fighting for the 1 seed in the AFC. Because the Texans took down the Colts today. That's like what, 3rd or 4th straight win for the Texans.
They're getting hot.
Yeah, they are getting hot. That defense, is starting to look unreal.
D'Amico.
Coaching them boys up. Will Anderson is just a beast forever and always.
And that still pisses me off that last year how we used in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, yeah. We talked about Pete earlier, just dropping that man back in coverage on 3rd down. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, that man should have just been unleashed every passing down that year. Mariota throws one out the back of the end zone. 7 seconds left. You take one more shot, or you kick the field goal here?
I'm going one more. I'm just going to do something stupid.
Looks like.
I think you got time in 7 seconds to hit the back of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Obviously, you're not doing anything outside the end zone, so don't take the sack. But
it looks like communication problems there, though. They don't have any timeouts, so they do need to get the play off at least. As the play clock's winding down here. Oh, they do not. 10 seconds left. You guys better go now. Oh, you better just chuck this one out of bounds. This does not look like a team who knows what they're running right now. That's exactly what he did. Just chucked it out of bounds. All right, so I imagine they'll bring on the field. Yep, field goal team here. What else happened? Texans. The Bucks ended their skid against the Cardinals, so they finally got one there.
Early, but they got the win.
Yeah, yeah.
17.
Win is a win. So now you're looking at the Patriots have the 1 seed right now in the AFC, followed by Denver. Jacksonville took the lead in the AFC South
That's
today.
4 losses now for the Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Ravens would be in at the 4 seed at 6-6. Just okay. Kick is good. Looks like we're going to overtime here in DC. Chargers would be your 5 seed, Colts 6, Buffalo 7th, which means the Chiefs would be missing out the playoffs. They're down 10. They need some help. And the NFC, it'd be Bears 1, Rams 2, Eagles 3, Bucks 4, Seahawks, Packers, and Niners as your wild cards. The Lions,
Detroit.
the Lions would miss the playoffs right there. Your Cowboys are right there.
And then I guess that's what we play Thursday night.
Yeah,
The Lions.
and I'm about to say, and that's a good segue there because next week's schedule, a lot of big games. Cowboys at Lions on Thursday. Sunday, you got the Colts at the Jags, the Steelers at the Ravens, the Bears at the Packers, all huge divisional matchups. Sunday night football, Texans at the Chiefs. Big game for two teams just outside the playoff right now, trying to get in. Monday night football, Eagles at the Chargers.
Eagles are reeling right now. 2 straight losses.
Yeah, Chargers a tough, gritty win today. We mentioned last week the NFL really starting to heat up, and it's unpredictable this year, so it is really fun
So wild.
on Sundays.
I mean, you got. Green Bay going into Detroit on Thanksgiving and winning. Pretty. I mean, the thing with the Lions is like they have like between the 20 and the 20, they're amazing, and then it seems like they get into the red zone and you can't quite get it done, or they have these 4th-down bloopers. This is like my goodness. Like the Lions are much better than the 7-5 record shows, but yet here they are struggling to make the playoffs.
It's absolutely crazy, yeah. Let's see real quick. Shift gears. College hoops. Alabama. We were live for their loss to Gonzaga on Monday night. They rebounded very well. Big wins over UNLV and Maryland. In response to
I
that,
don't think either one of those are going to be very good. That's the only down thing about it.
what'd you say?
I don't think either of those teams are going to be very good this year.
No, not sure about UNLV. Don't know much about them. But then, Maryland seems like Buzz has got a little bit of a rebuild project on his hands there. But still a good way to respond, come out, beat teams you should, and big wins too. Shooting looked great. Yeah.
Yep.
Aiden came back and looked good after his disappointing game versus Gonzaga. That's what you like to see there. Elsewhere in Feast Week, that tournament specifically, the Plays era, Michigan won and looked damn good doing it, man.
My God. They beat the hell out of everybody. I mean,
A 40-point win in the title game over Gonzaga.
40-point win over Gonzaga.
Mm-hmm.
Looked really good against us. Looked good in the game after. And Michigan just beat the hell out of them.
Just beat the hell out of them.
It was nothing.
Yeah. Let's see. Wow. Auburn beat St. John's after Michigan beat them.
They beat the hell out of Auburn.
Yeah, Michigan beat the hell out of San Diego State, Auburn, Gonzaga. Michigan beat the shit combined, beat them by a combined 110 points, and they averaged 99 points themselves. Michigan, I came out of that, the little bit of college basketball I've watched so far this year, I came out of that being like, that is the best team in the country.
Yeah, I mean, how could it not be, right? I mean,
Duke
I only have that
Yeah.
schedule, but just to whoop ass like that, man.
Yeah, Duke made their case for that. Cameron Boozer looks to be the real deal. Still crazy that Carlos Boozer's kid is now playing.
Right.
Starting to feel old about that. But let's see. Tennessee beat Houston in a really good game.
That was a hell of a game.
Yeah.
They went for the Vols.
Yeah.
But
So
then turn around and lost to Kansas.
yeah. Yeah. Right. Michigan State beat North Carolina on Thanksgiving. UConn.
Dominated them.
Yeah, dominated them. UConn beat Illinois. Pretty good win for them too. The Huskies there. So
Yep, that was a good one.
yeah. Next for our tide would be Clemson on Wednesday, right? Yeah.
ACC challenge.
Mhm.
That's Clemson's a. I don't, I don't know anything about Clemson this year. Of course, I just think about 2 years ago that was our Elite Eight matchup.
It
They'd
was, yeah.
blown us out. I remember.
And they
So,
they
but Clemson's been decent as of late.
they beat us during the season that year, right?
Yeah,
In Tuscaloosa.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, they beat us by a good margin. I mean, there wasn't much question.
Mhm.
So, and I know they made a tournament last year and they lost to what's the name?
Who did they
Who
get
they
beat
lose?
by?
The dude with the boom box. Was it the
Oh.
Mer?
Uh
He's not the former LSU coach who went now is in North Carolina State, but yeah,
yeah.
the dude with the boom box. And
Yeah.
they beat Clemson.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about that, but yeah, damn, this is the challenge already, isn't it? That's usually January, so right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it threw me off. Yeah.
No, it's just, 'cause I know we used to have the thing with Big 12 that was always in January, but yeah, though the
Yeah.
ACC SEC is kind of a
Yeah, that's right.
December thing.
Yeah, because we did. This is about time we beat UNC in Chapel Hill last year, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sunday we will play another home game against UTSA. So yeah, that is the
Right.
week for Bama hoops going on. Other than that, I have nothing else in my notes. Didn't really pay much attention to NBA this week, so I don't know really what was going on there. I don't think anything big happened. I think your Mavericks got revenge over the Pelicans.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure that the Lakers beat the shit out of them tonight, or they're currently beating the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. 121
I know that
99.
we lost. I know we lost to the Lakers. I do know just by, of course, updates on my phone that we lost to the Lakers in the cup.
Yeah.
The cup thing. But honestly, this weekend was pretty much outside of a little NFL, was pretty much a feast weekend of college football. Was what I was focusing on. I mean, and I guess for the most part, sadly, the games really weren't that outside the Iron Bowl, which the one you didn't want to be a great game was the one that ended up being the game of the weekend.
Yeah.
As far as the rivalries, but I guess the whole coaching thing kind of made up for the weekend as a whole because that was a wild run there this morning.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, the big drama came on in the coaching carousel Lane and Denver quickly down in deep in Washington territory here in overtime. But yeah, we'll see what comes up here. Championship week coming up. Like you said, for college hoops, you got the ACC SEC challenge. NFL is a big, like we said, a lot of big divisional games, a lot of big games with playoff implications this week.
Oh wow! Big starting Thursday all week, man.
I
Wow.
think, see, I could be wrong. Let me check this out here. Is the World Cup draw coming up this week?
It is. I think it's
Friday, maybe?
Tuesday.
Or Tuesday? Let's
I
see.
know it's. I know it's sometime this week.
Yeah, let me, yeah, we don't technically, I think, know all of the teams yet. I think we're still waiting on a couple playoff.
December 5th.
December
Is that
5th.
it?
Okay. That is it. I was looking for it in the news here. I do not see it.
All right.
But yeah, so we will learn the groups of the World Cup, next year's World Cup this week. Let's see, there was a pretty solid week in Champions League action this past week. I think there'll be some more this week. Let's see, World Cup draw. Let's see. Looks like Iran will be. Yeah, Friday, December 5th at 12 Eastern, so 11 Central will be the World Cup draw. Iran will be boycotting because they were denied visas. Their delegates were.
Hmm.
So some just, dumb political shit there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the week of sports to look forward to. Um,
It's
like it,
huge,
like I, yeah,
huge football week.
yeah, like I said, that's all I have. Because YouTube still isn't accessible, or YouTube still can't get into ESPN. I
Yeah,
did not watch Survivor Series.
not watch Survivor Series.
Would have been
I
watching the
think at this
replay.
point, like, could we? Yeah, I would have watched. I wouldn't have, of course, not watch it live, considering the timing of it. But would like to watch replay. Honestly, I was so invested in games and everything going on, I didn't even really see what happened. I still know everything that happened in Survivor Series, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I say in the women's War Games match, I know EO had her big spot, jumping off with the trash can.
That's her normal.
Yeah, her
Yeah.
normal. I think that team won. I honestly don't know which team won. I know Liv Morgan made her return to help Dom beat John Cena for the IC title.
Okay.
I know in the men's War Game match, a masked figure came out and beat shit out of CM Punk.
I, I saw that, but
Yeah.
then I was like, well, did they say who it was, or is that still to
No,
be determined?
still haven't revealed, so I guess maybe that'll be a Raw or SmackDown thing. We'll see who that is. I know there's all the speculation on it. Who could it be? So
Because
we'll
I
see there,
heard,
yeah.
now I heard that what's the name's about to get his little run at the end of his career. You're gonna make a run for Chris Jericho, but I don't know if that's a real
Yeah,
thing or
he's
not.
big, heavily into rumors about one last WWE run now. It did not, I don't think it really looked like him. I've only watched
Huh.
a couple clips. I haven't really,
No,
yeah.
cause I was thinking, because I heard that and I saw that and I was well, I don't know if that really doesn't make much sense as far as, but you never know.
I think from what I read is that the moves were kind of Seth Rollins moves, but it, obviously could be a swerve with that.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, hey, ESPN, get your shit figured out and let us YouTube TV subscribers get on there,
But
man.
the contract's been signed. Like, is it really that difficult for the IT team to,
Apparently,
you
because Xfinity,
know,
Comcast Xfinity customers have been there since the beginning, and apparently they're still having problems getting their access. So apparently, ooh, deep ball just overthrown there as Washington tries to respond here. So yeah, just hey guys, come on, get your shit together, let's go.
at least like add some to our, I don't know, like I get the long term thing. It sounds pretty cool, but dude, end of 2026 will be a long time without it.
I'm about to
I know
say,
that they said they,
send us a code, put in our email or something like that, like
or add it to our ESPN account. I don't know, something allows us to log in to watch in the time being
yeah,
if we're paying the YouTube customer. I mean, I, I don't, it doesn't seem like it'd be that hard.
yeah,
I would
yeah.
think
Like I
that's
said,
a smart idea, people, but
yeah, it seems like
the
this.
concept
Yeah, it
was
seems like this time next year we'll be able to access that from our YouTube TV app, and then we'll also, be able to have just a sports package or whatever. So
which is cool, but man, that's
that's,
right now.
yeah, that's then. That's then. That's not now. But
Yeah, but at least get his shit figured out by a Royal Rumble
like I
because
said,
I'd be pissed if we don't get to see the Rumble.
I'm about to say I will like the kids say I will sail the high seas. I will watch my Royal Rumble, damn it, or I'll make up an email, get them a free trial, whatever. Don't make me miss my Royal
Some
Rumble now.
yeah,
But yeah,
hopefully they get that. Yeah, but
that's all I got, man. Unless you have anything else to add, brother.
no, I mean it was a crazy week. A lot of wildness in the Iron Bowl, the coaching carousel. We'll see what Championship Saturday and Friday and Saturday brings us. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be fun, and what the ranking look like on Tuesday will be interesting too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have nothing else to add there. There we go.
Well,
So thank
it's
you.
ball game.
Oh, yep. And down goes Mariota. Oh, no. Tipped and intercepted. Wouldn't have mattered anyway if it felt incomplete. Fourth down. Denver ices the game. Oh, flag. Flag deep in the secondary, too. Oh, no. That going to be defensive holding or something?
Possibly.
Oh, I see it looked like one pass interference.
Uh-oh.
Motion.
We're going to see another play here?
I'm about to say, is Washington going to get saved here by
Oh, they are.
Oh,
Well,
man.
game on.
Oh,
Game
man.
on. Wow.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy here.
We'll probably have a shitload of them tomorrow night. You would think it'd be seeing Patriots easily over the Giants, but watch it be something like this tomorrow night too.
I'm about to say Patriots Giants always tricky. So,
Yeah.
but we'll see. Yeah, Patriots with a chance to really take a hold of that second seed or first seed there in the AFC.
Definitely on. That's amazing.
Yeah, crazy.
Just how quick of a turnaround it really has been. They just had to get someone. They just had to figure something like.
How mad do all those teams last year that did not go after Mike Vrabel have to be right now?
I don't understand why they didn't go after him.
I do not, and I understand that Drake May is also really coming in his own and looking like a great quarterback. But man, Mike Vrabel is such a good coach and ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But all right, thanks as always for listening, folks. Subscribe, rate, like us, do all that. Tell your friends, tell your rich friends about us. If you got business, want to sponsor us, holler at us. Follow us on all the socials, Taking on Sports. Check out the AlabamaTake.com. You can get all the other Alabama Take family of podcast there. I almost had a little guest appearance on Taking It Down today, but I just don't watch enough new TV right now. And unfortunately, that's a TV podcast. So Blaine and I, I'll keep back in there for a substitute, emergency guest spot if needed. But I just don't watch a lot of new TV right now.
Is it like what is it? I guess I haven't. Is it like just their weekly shows or?
Yeah, it's just whatever. Touchdown Washington here. Or is it going? Yep. Yeah, I just don't watch. We watched that Task on HBO a little bit back. We were watching The Lowdown on Hulu now. Oh, holding. Now the touchdown's coming back. And when Blaine texted me yesterday, we were talking about we just didn't line up in what we're watching now. Yeah. I mean, my wife and I are catching up on a lot of. I mean, we just now finished the first season of Breaking Bad. We're finally getting back to that. And watching that. So, that's just where we are with TV. Just a lot of stuff that we
can. We really got started getting into Welcome to Dairy.
Yeah, is that good?
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's really we enjoy it. It's interesting. If anything else, every week has been pretty insane. But
yeah, I told Blaine. Yeah, I told Blaine if he wanted me to talk about the downfall of ESPN or something like that, I could do that. But
absolutely, yeah, it's just so much TV.
Oh,
here we go.
I was about to say, almost got a touchdown there, down at the 1. So Washington coming right back.
All the drama.
Man.
3rd and 14. Wow.
Sean Payton was running down there to call a timeout. Looked like he wants them to look at. I'm guessing did Samuel go out of bounds there is what Sean Payton's probably saying. But
wow.
Crazy game here. But yeah, so thanks always for listening. Check out AlabamaTake.com. I said that already. Not sure. I don't think that we do conference championship week on our ESPN Pick'em groups, right? I don't think they ever do the conference title games. And if I don't remember them ever doing that, and it doesn't look like it. But if that's the case, then congrats to my mother for winning the Taking on Sports pick'em group.
I thought that was your mom. I was like, is that TD's mom just kind of kicked our ass
It
quietly
is.
all season?
It did. That's right. Oh, Nona kicked everybody's ass in the group.
Ran away with
So yeah, so she will be getting some taking on
some
sports
swag.
merch, some swag.
Oh man, Merry
On
Christmas, Mike.
Yeah, there
That
you
was the
go.
center for.
Yeah, there you go. That'll be your Christmas present now. Got sweet. All right, check that off the list. There we go. And then let's see our taking bets column. Of course, I think I had another rough week. Actually, I don't know. I know I had a 1 and 2 Saturday. I think the Bills covered today. I think I had them too. So maybe I went 2 and 2 again. I don't think anybody was perfect this week.
No, I'm at 2-1 right now, waiting on Monday Night Football.
Okay.
I hit both the Friday games, and I missed on the
Saturday, yeah. Who did you have Michigan too with me Saturday or no? That was Blaine that had Michigan.
I
Yeah.
had, what did I have Saturday? Oh, I had the Vols win. I just didn't think Vanderbilt was going to go up there and win.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I had yeah, I got hit by the upsets. Yeah, I had Michigan plus 10 because I said it in the post too. I was just like until Ohio State proves, and then they proved it this year. So it's just
Yeah.
and then
I stayed away from that completely because I was just like, I don't. On paper, Ohio State should beat the hell out of them.
Yeah,
but
you never know. Yeah,
it's weird.
and like I said earlier, yeah, if Michigan had gotten those touchdowns instead of field goals early, maybe that's a different game. But
Are they? Like, why did Michigan never take the training wheels off Underwood all season? I don't know. Seemed like they just kind of held him in check and
just missed it. Just missed a catch. Zach Ertz there.
goal.
Yep, 4th and goal here for the tie. After they get down to, they were down at like the 1 and could not get in here. Oh, he had it on his fingertips, just couldn't.
I mean, beautiful throw considering the pass rush. They're like, yeah, Lee.
Oh yeah, you gotta catch that.
Yeah. Back.
Yeah, Ertz usually catches that. He's gonna be
that's money.
Mad at himself. Yeah.
Oh my God! Now we come down to this.
Yep.
Seemed like they were gonna walk in the end zone.
Yep. Time out here. But yeah, let's see. Thanks for listening, folks. Did all that jazz number, did the thing, asked us for the sponsor. All right, yeah. I think I'm good. So keep it done up real good out there yourselves, folks. Bama fans, roll tide this week. Let's hope our ownership of Georgia continues.
Or we're gonna be sweating on Sunday.
Time to go collect that rent. Greg, buddy, I'll see you next time.
Yes, sir.